Happy New Year, everybody, and thanks again for tuning in to another Bend, Oregon monthly real estate market update. We're shooting today's update from an incredible listing that we have in Bend's northeast neighborhood of Providence. This is an absolutely incredible original owned property here in Providence on nearly 1/4 of an acre, 1,800 square feet, mountain views, and these owners have done a fantastic job updating the home over the last couple of years, including this remodeled kitchen that you can see here behind me. So if you know for someone that's looking for a great turnkey property in this area of town, check out the link below. Make sure to send it their way. We would love to get them in for a showing to have them check out the property. Now, as we turn our attention to the real estate metrics that we got for December 2022, the new year brings many new surprises. So a couple of things. We saw the median sales price come in at $662,000. That was a bit lower than I had expected. And it's also the first time since the beginning of COVID where we have seen a median sales price for a month come in down to that year-over-year comparison. So the December number is down about 1.8% compared to what we saw in December 2021. Now, that's not the ideal news to hear if you're a seller, but if you're a buyer, you're probably a little cheerful right now to see that number come in a little bit lower than expected. And buyers are also benefiting from lower interest rates as well. So if we take a look at the graph that graphs out what the monthly payment would be for a median sales price home in Bend at the Freddie Mac 30-year fixed rate published data, we can see that for the month of December, that came in at $3,300, which was actually down about $250 to compare to where we were for November. So some great news for buyers out there. On the flip side, if you're a seller, there's also some pretty good news in these numbers. One is that we have continued to see a rather dramatic downward shift in the number of new listings hitting the market each month when we look at that year over year. So for the month of December, there were only 80 new listings in Bend, and that is down nearly 60% to what we typically see in December. So December 2021, that number was closer to 170 listings. So at the same time, we saw about 108 homes go into contract last month. And that's probably buyers out there shopping, taking advantage of these lower interest rates and lower prices. So the net result is that we have fewer homes available on the market right now than we did when we started the month. And we can see that when we look at our months of supply, which has downward shifted quite a bit. As inventories rose over the summer, we had months of supply at about 2.5 months. We are now down to only 1.88 months of supply as we head into January. So for sellers, that means less competition out there. And with rising demand, as interest rates have cooled a little bit, we expect to see some positive momentum for sellers as we head into the spring, assuming that rates do stay low as we move into the spring. So it'll be interesting to see what happens over the next couple of weeks. This is really the time of year when, by the end of January, we really have a good pulse and a good read on how the spring is going to really be impacted in our real estate market. So we're pretty excited to see what happens over the next couple of weeks. For all of you that did get a chance to contribute to our boot drive, benefiting Family Access Network, just wanted to say thank you to you all. We're going to be collecting those boots this week, and on our next monthly update, we'll have an update for you as to how many boots we were able to contribute to Family Access Network. In the meantime, if you have any questions in regards to your particular home or maybe the neighborhood you're in terms of what's going on in the market, feel free to reach out to us. We always love to have those conversations so that you can stay well informed as to what's going on in your area of town. And until next month, enjoy this winter and all the snow that we've had on the ground lately. Talk to you later.